Good afternoon, Canastota. I'm Sean Becerra, Superintendent of Canastota Central Schools. And this is the weekly video update for Friday, February 19th. While it's a vacation week for students and teachers, it was still an extremely busy week here at the school. One of the major events unfolded over the past 48 hours is Madison County Board of Health issued new guidance regarding the launch of winter sports. So let me start with a brief recap of how this winter sports situation has unfolded over the past several weeks. It all started on January 22nd, when the state announced that the door was being opened to start high-risk winter sports, but noted that the authorization for school district participation would need to be guided by the local county health departments. While several counties allowed for the start of the winter season beginning on February 1st, Madison County Board of Health, while they approved guidance for high-risk winter sports, at the same time recommended that the start be delayed for an additional month to further assess the situation. In a letter sent to districts earlier today, the Board of Health, noting their previous letter, stating that they had previously, and I quote, felt that a month delay in opening high-risk sports should be considered until rates further decrease, vaccinations increase, and we can gain a better understanding of the new virus variants and their epidemiology. Although the board's concerns remain, the rates in our county have significantly decreased over the past few weeks, thereby allowing the board to reassess and convey that a full month is no longer necessary. As we have done at every step of the process since the start of the pandemic, we've followed the advice of the experts. In the fall, when our kids were given the green light to play, we allowed them to play. When the recommendation was for there to be a pause, as there was in recent weeks, even though many schools in the surrounding area began to play, we followed the advice of the experts and we paused. Within the past 48 hours, the final barriers for our students' participation have been removed. On January 22nd, the state opened the door. On January 28th, the local Madison County Board of Health approved guidance for high-risk sports. And today, they stated that the month-long evaluation period was no longer necessary. The final piece of the puzzle was the approval of for our return to play came from our medical director, and we received the approval for our plan from our medical director earlier today. This return to play plan is extensive, outlining all of the various safety and screening protocols guiding our teams during the upcoming abbreviated season. All of the necessary boxes have now been checked by all of the layers of the health experts, and therefore we will do what we've said we'd do from the beginning, which is follow their advice. Therefore, boys and girls basketball and boys volleyball will begin formal practice on Monday at the JV and varsity levels. On Tuesday, modified teams in those same sports will begin their seasons. At this point, it is likely that the girls' volleyball season will be played in what is called the Fall 2 season, which starts in March, and wrestling will likely be delayed into the spring season, which is scheduled to begin in mid-April. While many of our student athletes are already in contact with their coaches, please reach out to the coaches or athletic director Stan Congdon with any questions. A big thank you goes out to Mr. Congdon, who has tirelessly worked to pull this opportunity together for our students on such an abbreviated timeline. I'm looking forward to seeing our kids out there on the courts competing once again in the coming weeks. Hopefully this can be seen as at least one small step back towards a more normal routine for our students. Much more to come next week regarding specific game schedules and the guidelines that will be in place for the upcoming season. So until next week, I hope you have a relaxing and enjoyable weekend, and go Raiders.